Hello everyone, this will be a quick guide on how to beat Calamity 8, 9 and 10 of Gumiho. Unlike Calamity 7, this fight is way less annoying. You also don't need any of the gourds that you get outside the Gumiho cave. Gumiho attack patterns and some of the mechanics of Calamity 7 are reused, but their AI is clearly different. So first, let's recap some things from Calamity 7. When Gumiho disappears from the screen, she can do one of 3 attacks. We're gonna look at 2 of them, because they have mechanics attached. When you see Gumiho summoning 3 clones, you need to look for the one that has a necklace with 2 colors. That's the one you need to attack. Any other won't take damage and will cause the Gumihos to shoot fire at you. This attack is very good as it opens up for a very long DPS phase for you. The other attack is when you see 2 clones floating in the air in the middle of the arena. Look up and see which clone doesn't have a necklace. If you stand below that clone, when they drop into the ground, you don't take damage from the AoE. Now, let's take a look at some of the attack patterns. Gumiho always starts the fight by shooting a cone of fire at you, so you can always get some damage in at the start. Now, the best attack she can cast has a message attached to it. When you see the message, "Oh, you think you're so tough, now take this," Gumiho will spread her tails and start throwing small fire mines all around her. During this phase, you can kinda SA a front guard trader for big damage. After she's done summoning the mines, she always turns around and shoots a cone of fire, so you have even more time to do damage. Now, this fight is fairly easy after you get the hang of it. The really important part is Gumiho's dash ability. If you are just a bit too far away from her, she'll instantly catch a very short charged dash that will basically one-shot you on Calamity 10. If you want to beat this fight without losing your head, you need to know how to bait this dash, when to expect it, and never grit for damage if you are at a doubtful distance from Gumiho. This dash will also summon mines, which slowly grow larger until they drop into the ground and explode. A lot of other attacks summon these mines, so just be careful of the floating blue embers you see on the arena. Now, these next 2 attacks are also very important because on Calamity 10, the devs decided to remove the AoE mark on the ground. Thankfully, both of them are pretty distinct visually. For example, when Gumiho is casting the fire circle around herself, most of the times you need to back off. On Calamity 10, a circle won't appear, but you'll see the Gumiho flashing blue lights before she casts the skill, making it very obvious that's gonna happen. The other attack, Gumiho casts when you're too far away from her. She has a chance of casting this instead of the dash. This attack is a shout that will first hit near the Gumiho and then explode outwards to the rest of the arena. It will also summon a lot of mines, and she'll continue to spam it unless you go near her. As you can see though on Calamity 10, it's pretty easy to notice she's casting it, because she starts owling towards the ceiling first. Now let's take a quick look of the 3 mechanics you need to know for this fight. The first one happens around 75% HP. In front of the statue of the Gumiho, you'll see a blue circle appear with a blue sphere and small blue orbs around it. All around the arena, you'll see blue and violet orbs spawning. Your objective is to throw these blue orbs at the blue circle in front of the statue. The amount of orbs will depend on the amount of orbs floating around the sphere. Here, for example, there's 3 orbs. On this one, there's 7. And on this one, there's 4. So, you need to see the exact amount of orbs be absorbed by the circle. Not more or not less. With your skills, you can push the orbs in the direction you're aiming. It's a bit clunky, however. You also need to be careful because the orbs can walk into the sphere themselves. So you might need to play defense if you don't want any more orbs to go inside. If you fail this mechanic, 2 Gumiho clones will appear above the statue and one-shot you. Otherwise, the blue sphere will break and the fight will continue. Finally, don't hit the violet orbs. They explode, and if you don't iframe, they one-shot you. The next mechanic is pretty easy. At around 25% HP, you'll see 5 teal circles appear in a certain order. They'll explode after a while, so you need to go inside of these circles one by one in order, because when they explode, the only safe zone is inside the circle itself. Finally, the last mechanic of the fight only happens on Calamity 10. At around 10% HP, Gumiho will enrage, you'll see a red aura around herself, and she'll start dashing madly towards you. You need to dodge 5 dashes, and then Gumiho will be stunned, we'll do some DPS, and then she'll enrage again, and you repeat this process until Gumiho is dead. Good luck, everyone.